Why, hello there. My name is Freckris, and welcome back to Let's Play Dream Daddy. We're gonna go talk to Damien and see how he's doing. Although I really don't think he's my type. I just want to see all the dads, see what makes them tick. Damien seemed really interesting, a little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him, get to know him a little better. Navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sit my coffee at the computer finally. Oh, I'm sorry. I sit my coffee and the computer finally dings. Freckris, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me did not paint me in as gentlemanly a manner as I would have liked. Whoa, there's more. Oh my, oh my. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Ugh. I can't. Okay, I don't. Alright, bye! Hey, Amanda. Can you help me with something? Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. No. Can you interpret this for me? Turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying lol and lamau and whatever and decided that they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like the first 5 pages and then I read a review of the movie and still got a B though. Same. Great, so what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards. Freckris. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. Make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor, estate. Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. Just hit the knocker, you'll be fine. Pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer. I'm noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. I mean, maybe. There's always a little bourgeois. I can't remember what those are called. Dog. I'm admitting, as I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. We got... Is that a bear? A goat? That's a wolf. That looks like a big cat. I don't know. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Freckris? Oh, Freckris! Pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and I see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked? I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right. Right. Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, the parlor again for some reason. This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate and to the Victorian period, and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, there's more to see. We reach the door at the end of the hall and Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. Sunlight streams from floor-to-ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. Look out the window, look at the butterflies, pick up a book. That's enough of the tour. I'm gonna look at the butterflies. Aw. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. This Susie's, like, inspired character. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. Ah, the pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. Look out the window. I walk to the window and I'm greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. All three of them. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Damn! Did you know that Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. You know, Freckris, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths to a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. Pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Really? Really? Naruto? I don't even need to read the rest, I just know that's a problem. Naruto struggled against the chains that oh god. that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. What? Okay, I think that's enough. And Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back onto the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection. Please, will you join me for tea? And not my books? Yeah? Can we just not have the doujinshi going on? I follow Damien to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. Take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. Can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What?
How delightful.
Whoa, that's loud. It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the latter time of the day the working class had to enjoy tea, and the height of the tables on which they were served. Oh. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Your home is really impressive. Are there a lot of goths in Maple Bay? I like your cape. I do like your cape. Your home is really impressive. Aha! I did the right thing. Seems like you really put in a lot of work into this place. Thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place, and look what you've done. I'm kinda jealous. That's very generous of you to say. What got you so interested in goth stuff? Well, when I was a young boy, my father took me to the city to see the marching band. Did he take you to the city? Sorry. Haha. Did you guys see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. At least we're on the same page. Again, this character is just me. They've been spying on me this entire time. Hire me, Game Grumps. You're serious? Of course. But it's, you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Well, I mean, Amanda didn't have to make you listen to it. It was on the radio. A lot. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Freckris, do you have any hobbies? I play video games. Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff. Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and quite honestly rather attractive. Aw, please do tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated! I like watching soap-making videos on the internet. I love me some word jumbles. I learned how to juggle once. No, I didn't. Sure, soap-making videos. It's that when you just kind of like, how did I get to this video on YouTube? You're just... Okay, I'll watch it. This person's entertaining. Soap is, an important advancement in modern society, getting rid of germs and stuff. I would say that people who make soap are the true heroes here. To watch them work is an honor. I, tried making some with Amanda once, and we both had to go to the doctor for the rashes. I guess it goes to show that we should leave it to the professionals. Yeah, don't use wild mint in, like, anything. Just pro tip. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches. Come, I have one more thing to show you. Montic! Damien takes... Oh, wow! Damien takes me around to the back of his home where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path, weaves through it. A shrubbery! And butterflies flit lazily through the air. My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. There's a post on Tumblr somewhere about that saying, like, can you actually send, like, real messages? Like, you know, meet down by the docks at midnight as the dog howls, and someone actually made a bouquet close enough. So, I thought that was pretty neat. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off a vine. Orange is friendship? I think? Lilium bulbiferum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? Orange lily. Lily means something else. My loins are ablaze, thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. My loins are ablaze? No. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. Nice! Okay, I got a little bit. It was a little bit. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well, close enough. And that's precisely why floral arrangements is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Snapdragons, honeysuckle, sunflowers. Oh man, they're all great. I love all 3 of those. I'm gonna go with honeysuckle. They smell really good. And then you can eat the tiniest little drop of nectar when you pull the stem out. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. Oh, you're gonna put together a bouquet for me. Thank you, Damien. He would put together a bouquet for me. Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. Not even my husband. How dare. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings. I don't know what that actually is, but they use that in, or Hancock used that in his stuff. Alfred Hitchcock, sorry, not Hancock. Suddenly a phone rings. Oh, Freckris, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulled out a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. Yeah, it's definitely got the English, the tiers that they did. But there should be a lot more tulips, just saying. This makes me wish I had to put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. There was nothing to eat from those. Oh hey, a gargoyle. No, it's not a gargoyle. It's just a monster. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle! Oh no. Fix that garg. What? Oh, I've got a time limit. What? Oh, that's not the one. Well, that's definitely not the one. Alright. This way? What the hell? Come on. Oh, I can flip it that way too. Aha! Alright.
Goal!
Success! Fix that garg. Good one, guys. Well, that was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset. Oh, God. Freckris, my sincerest apologies. I have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything all right? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucien. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school post-haste. Do you need help? Oh, no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. You're right. This is one of Lucien's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go.
Oh.
Hello, Hugo. Damien and I walk to the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo.
Huh.
What is it this time?
Oh.
This, Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down to the darkness. Are we gonna have a nightmare monster? Did we push someone in the boiler on accident, and now he's haunting everyone's dreams? Watch your step. I can hear faint voices dripping up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. Find another teacher in a boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucy and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucien has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. Look around the scene of the crime and I see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What's happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucien tried to kill me.
What?
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. There are no casks of Amontillado here. You promised me there was wine down there. You tricked me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a second, Lucien. Did you try a cask of Amontillado, Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's the cask of Amontillado? Really? No, I know this one. It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to the cellar with the promise of wine, of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. So wait, Lucien, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I had lied about the wine. You gotta actually have the wine, that's the problem. And you were cackling maniacally, it sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad,
Whoa.
it took you 20 minutes? Son, we did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucien was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then I read a review of the movie.
Sweet man,
Still gotta be. It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Haha, yeah, you're right. I paid Lucien to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me, so when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. A week?! Whoa! Ernest and Lucian high five. Teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Broken door. Stairs? Is this where we came from? Those don't look rickety enough. Lucian, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin to drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling, so if you decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job. I know how much you want your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucian continues staring out the window. Love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull onto the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot of things we need to work out. It's alright. All things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good, so there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. Probably just going through a phase. I really admire how you handled that. Does this kind of thing happen a lot? No, I really admired that. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It rarely does. You're a good dad. See you around soon? It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. Come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo! What you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers, Extreme Edition. Ugh, I hate this show. Couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outside is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg! Why don't they just get a regular-sized house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian since he lured Ernest down into the cellar with a promise of fine vintage and then tried to brick him up in the wall, right? How'd you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me? Lucian livestreamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company and a surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Alright. How'd I do, guys? Day complete. Goth. Friendship.
My stars, this... Never in a million moons have I had a date such as exquisite as this one.
Okay, there was an extra breath. I'm like, is he gonna keep going? You need to chill. Just chill. Alright, so I got a superior rank for Damien. Awesome. So yeah, Craig and Damien are probably the guys that I'm gonna have, I'm gonna pick first when I do my third dates. Alright, so next we'll try Hugo, even though I personally would not try Hugo as he is my daughter's teacher, but whatever, it's cool, it's fine, whatever, it's fine. It's not awkward. It's not awkward. It's totally awkward. So thank you very much for joining me. Check out annotations for other videos that I've done. Share, subscribe, and socialize, and all the other fun stuff in the YouTubes down there. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video, and my freckly face is out of here. Bye!